So this is a good example, this road, of observation and choosing the right positioning, following the IPSCA system of motorcycle control. Now it says oncoming vehicles, I moved into position 2, then I check my mirror and I'm coming out to 3 to show a dominant position. I'm making safe progress, as I can see there's a car up ahead, and also we don't need to adjust our speed. I can put the corner to maintain the view, and there's no oncoming vehicles. So while we've got a vehicle in front of us, we can use that as a guidance. If we don't know the road very well, use the vehicle in front. But of course there might not always be vehicles in front. So you can see where the road surface meets the verge, it's coming really tight here. So if we're unsure on how fast to go around the corner, just slow down a little bit more than what we need to, because if it does come round tighter than what we think, we still have that room for error. We still have a bit more play to be able to lean and get round the corner. But, you know, I'm stiffening up. No, loosen your body, push on the bar, keep your head right up round the corner, and, you know, now we've got a good opportunity for an overtake. So, at that point in time when I was explaining going around the corner, I wasn't really thinking of an overtake. That opportunity arose, so I took it, because I'm in control. I'm planning ahead. But the principle of getting round the corner is working with the bike. Slow down a little bit more than what we need to before a corner, if we are unsure, because we need room for error. Now, the roads are not a racetrack. Yeah, there's times when we can get our knee down and, you know, open the throttle quite aggressively. But when we come up to tight corners like this that really come round, we want to keep our head up and just lean with the bike. Our body wants to be central with the bike, and if we do need to lean a little bit more with our body, then that will tighten up the turn. But remember to stabilise the bike by our throttle, and all of that is done pre-corner. So I've slowed down for the corner, keeping my head up. Now my knee's going slightly down, not leaning too much, but I'm just getting my knee out there a little bit. Also, what's this corner going to do? The limit point is holding, and then it was closing, and then now it's opening again. So I'm opening the throttle slightly. Again, position 1 round the right hand bend, keeping my head up. Looking at the telegraph poles going around the corner, staying in position 1, go around this right hand bend, because when we go to position 1 round the right hand bend, we lean. The whole bike leans over, so our head doesn't want to be on the opposite side of the road, does it? So move over. Now here we can come to position 3, but I'm coming to position 2 because I don't know what's coming around this corner. If a lorry comes around this corner and his corner cuts the corner because the lorry trailer drags around the corner, I don't want to get caught under his wheels. So it's about maintaining your safety bubble. Again, right hand bend. We can see how tight that right hand bend is just by looking at the other vehicles coming round it. But that doesn't mean we can go flat out round it, because there might be junctions, as there was when that man pulled out. Obviously it's not a hazard for us, but that junction is still a hazard. So again, we've got signs for S-bends. First we've got a right bend, and it's coming round quite tightly. You can see the limit point, so slow down a little bit more, and then we open our throttle as we go round. I'm maintaining the speed, and now I'm opening the throttle some more. Position 2, looking at the road, yes, it's safe to go, I open the throttle some more. Now I'm coming up a bit, because we've got a sharp right hand bend. So, using IPSCA, using my information, then changing my position, changing my gear, and my speed, and now the acceleration. Smoothly put on my acceleration. I can see round this bend, and I was going to go to position 3, but as we've got an oncoming vehicle, I stayed in position 2. Now, what's the point of, going like this all around the corners? If you can straight line the corner and there's no oncoming vehicles, do it. Because it's about making progress, and the more our bike is upright, the more stable it is. Now, if you do want to go around corners, then that's fine. I do too. But I want to choose the quickest path, so I don't have to concentrate on the corner so much, and I can concentrate on the information ahead. So again, right-hand bend, skirt information, position, speed, gear and acceleration. The acceleration comes now. And yes, there are different entry points to a corner, different exit points to an apex, but this is road riding. We're not riding on a track. The whole idea of advanced rider training on the road is to be able to make safe progress by enjoying our ride, but also keeping that safety bubble and margin for error. Now, what's the difference between a safety bubble and margin for error? My safety bubble, I'm a safe distance away from the vehicle in front. I'm a safe distance away from any junctions, so that determines my positioning. Staying away from the oncoming vehicle position too. That's my safety bubble. Now, my room for error can be when going around corners. Maybe I've entered that corner a little bit too quick, and if I've entered it too quick, I can't lean, I can't get round it anymore. So my bike's gonna, even if I lean my body, get my bum off the seat, I've still entered the corner too fast. So, you're in no man's land then. There's no way to resolve that situation, especially when you're panicking. So, before we get into that mess and that point of no return, think about the corner before the corner. Most of the thinking is done before the corner. Then all we've got to do after planning it is execute it. And obviously the execution, not by killing yourself, but the execution of getting round the corner is achieved by planning ahead early, maybe lowering our speed to the appropriate limit point and any junctions on the road surface around us, and then we can open the throttle slightly and use positive counter steering, remembering keeping our body central with the bike. I've spoken about all those things about the top half. Now let's speak about the bottom half. I see a lot of people riding their bike on the foot pegs with their heels on the foot pegs. That actually limits your control of the bike, because remember, you're sat on the bike. You're not sat in a car where you just turn a steering wheel. When you're sat on the bike, you become one. So you've got to work with the bike. And the way we do to achieve that, as well as everything I've spoken about, with body positioning, positive counter steering, looking where we want to go, and the smoothness of the bike control, the next step of achieving that is by putting the balls of our feet on the pegs, because then we're able to gain more control over the bike.